Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty. But there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side? Increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Here we are, the city of ISIS. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square. It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered their world. Something you need.
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. You aren't human, are you? Your face looks... Oh, never mind that. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone. Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. Oh, it's become much worse since your last trip. Military checkpoints are everywhere. Could be. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly, if I were you, friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your Starport Visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now. If you want to leave the planet, you need a Starport Visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse. There's strict food and water rationing, and General Vacluv's troops have been very thorough in finding Republic dissidents. Bombing's very common. If you want to leave... If you want to... Certainly. Mind what I said about the Starport Visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the Starport. You again? You don't need to see me if you want to leave the city. Once you get to the Starport, you're done with the bureaucracy.
Sources inside the military say the first shots of the massive battle were fired by the Republic vessel, the Ebon Hawk. The Ebon Hawk is a capital-class vessel, and it destroyed 15 Onderon military fighters before being destroyed by Colonel Tobin's forces. Queen Talia is expected to make an announcement later today. Whether her support of the Republic will falter due to this attack is unknown. The Republic state is deadlocked on how to proceed in the wake of the Paralis disaster. Scientific experts indicate that if the fuel problem isn't solved, then the Telosian restoration project is in grave jeopardy. Paraga's station requires constant fuel, reported one senior scientist. Over time, its orbit will degrade and it will crash into the atmosphere. Many political careers are tied to the success or failure of the TRP. If it falls, there could be a major shift in power in the Republic Senate. One of the greatest mysteries in recent memory is the dissolution of the Jedi Order. Today, Republic intelligence analysts have released a declassified report that sheds new light into this mystery. It is public knowledge that the Jedi Order suffered extreme casualties during the Jedi Civil War, but the new intelligence report indicates evidence of even greater casualties after the war. Murders, accidents, and the Miraluka tragedy had a profound impact on the number of Jedi. The report claims that there are even bounties on the remaining Jedi. The report concluded that the Jedi Order may be completely extinct now. Whether this was coincidence or conspiracy is still unknown. After last month's spectacular explosion in the South Quarter mining refinery, Queen Talia hasn't made a single public appearance. Security in the Royal Palace has been increased to unprecedented levels. Senior royal officials have claimed that the explosion was one of 3 recent assassination attempts. Many citizens have criticized Queen Talia's absence during these increasingly unstable times. In the latest news today, the Onderon Space Force has confirmed that a Republic military craft initiated the space battle over our planet. Sources in the Queen...
I can't believe the Republic assaulted our space forces. Forget about secession, we should declare war. General Vaklu is royalty too. I know a lot of people that wish he would...
I think Vaklu was using Republic spies as an excuse to intimidate...
General Vaklu was an underground resistance leader during the Mandalorian...
Fair winds to you, Offworlder. Is it too much to hope that you are a Telosian merchant? These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. So the city is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prospered, but now... They have been kept in their cages for a long time. But yet at times, I feel as if something else is affecting them. Frightening them. Perhaps it is the city itself. ISIS has fallen upon dark times, and tensions run high in the streets. These beasts you see here, but the Republic vessels that we have... I am a beast rider. I have flown great distances gathering the animals you see here. We keep hoping that Ithorians or Telosians get through the Space Force's searches so that we can sell them. Telos was attacked by Darth Malak in the Jedi Civil War. The surface was completely destroyed. The Ithorians have been searching for appropriate wildlife to create a new Telos, but their merchants are stalled by the blockade. Telos. Our people have been here for centuries, though we were not always one with the wilds of Onderon. In ancient times, our people were criminals, prisoners who were cast out of ISIS and sentenced to die by the beasts of the wilds. But our ancestors learned how to survive and even tame the mighty beasts. They became our strength and companions. We fought endlessly with ISIS for resources and survival. But 2 generations ago, an ISIS princess named Galia and a great beast rider hero, Oron Kira, married. They united our peoples. But now things are unraveling. Even the beasts can smell it in the air. Many beast riders have fallen to the city ways, and some are now no more than common thugs. Queen Talia and her cousin General Vaklu argue in open councils. The beasts stir from the changes in the wind, and cannot be calmed, and we beast riders find it harder to enter the city each day. No one is to leave the city without the Starport Visas. It chokes passage in and out of ISIS. Calm.
What? Run! The bomber is out of control!
I don't know what to say. I heard stories, but I assumed that they were fledgling riders, or simply tales that grow in the telling. Not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely. Here, I give you these credits for the danger I put you in. I am so sorry for insulting you with my offering. Here is more. Again, I apologize. I again apologize for the I am a beast. I again apologize. The beasts are growing very restless. It grows day by day. I plan on talking with my brothers and sisters to see if there are solutions. If the beasts continue to grow out of control, the city is filled with them. Consequences. Again.
Halt, off-worlder. You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business on ISIS? Amusing. Your humor is noted. Is your ship affiliated with any Republic-based corporation? You could just answer no. Answers like that just mean more paperwork for me. Do you have any crates of weapons or other military equipment you plan to sell in ISIS? Not really. Getting into ISIS's merchant quarter is easy if you're not bringing in cargo. Getting out? Well, just keep a hold of your Starport Visa. You're free to go. You're already cleared to enter the merchant quarter. Now move along.
It disgusts me. I'm Captain Galisi, off-worlder. If you want to pass here, I'll need to see your Starport Visa. Everything seems in order. You're cleared to go. There are reports of Republic smugglers arming dissidents in the city. Checkpoints have been set up throughout the city to prevent more civil disturbances. There are two types of Starport visas. The type you have is an individual visa, good for just you and any pre-registered staff and family that accompany you. The Office of Immigration also issued open visas. Because of the Republic attacks, General Vaklu just announced that the Office of Immigration has been shut down. There have been a lot of edicts since the Republic launched an unprovoked attack on our space forces. No one can get Starport visas anymore. Listen, I wouldn't mind letting some of these unfortunates through, but regs are regs. Besides, some of my troops would like nothing more than to get rid of me to earn favor with General Vaklu. Any officer loyal to the Queen has found life increasingly difficult. So far, all the officers in the merchant quarter are still royalists, but many of our troops think Vaklu is right. I think he's right too, but he should respect the Queen's orders. But if I break any of Vaklu's orders, I fear some of my men wouldn't wait for my court-martial. The Republic and the Jedi brought many wars to our planet. Things were far simpler and safer when we were independent. General Vaklu keeps pressuring the Queen to listen to the will of the people and secede from the Republic. But Queen Talia is staunchly in favor of the Republic. There are reports... I don't make the law, off-worlder. Only the Queen or General Vaklu can issue Starport visas. It's a lengthy process, costs money, and there's a long line ahead of you. I wouldn't pay the beggars near here much mind. Just ignore them and go about your business.
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for ISIS Com.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for interrogation.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu is withholding information on the so-called Republic.
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at? This is none of your business.
Please, sir, help me. Vaklu's troops won't listen. I'm just a journalist, not a spy.
This spy has been using his position as a journalist to spread lies and dissent among our people. No doubt he's been up to other treasonous activity as well.
But that's just crazy. I was a member of the Resistance. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars.
Yes, and your disloyalty now deeply sickens me. What do you mean? I like the way you think. Men, let's take the back way to the barracks.
But no, wait. You can't do this!
Mother, why can't we go home? I'm not supposed to talk to Off.
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. Do you have an open Starport Visa? My husband was killed by General Vaklu's troops. Our home was seized, and we were cast out. We have seen many wars on Isis, and I know war is coming. I want to spare my children from bloodshed. I've told you our story. Please, won't you help us? My husband, he was part of the ISIS Council. He was a strong supporter of the Queen and the Republic. His views weren't always popular. Over time, he became convinced that Vaklu was trying to kill Queen Talia. He tried to kill Vaklu. To protect the Queen. The conspiracy was discovered, and he was shot during the arrest. What he did was wrong, and our life has been so difficult since then. I just want to get off this planet and start a new life. Please, help us. No one else will. Captain, you're back. Captain.
You have the look of someone used to adversity. A cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open Starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths. It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open Starport visa. You won't find a better deal. I only know of one person who might offer something comparable. And what's going on there is illegal. I'm a legitimate trader, so there's no risk. There's only one thing ultimately more important than money, and that's your life. She's trouble. I wouldn't deal with her. I want nothing to do with her. If you want to get involved with that sort of person, you'll have to figure it out on your own. No, I don't think so. It's really very simple. We don't have anything more to talk about, unless you get an extra visa. So, you're back. Does it matter? Truly matter? No. I have no sad story. I just know people who will pay a great deal for an open Starport visa. The credits are your share of my profits. The visas are very rare, but I have a feeling you may come across one. Ask someone who cares about that. ISIS has suffered for many years. The strongest of us are accustomed to it now.
In the Council of Lords today, Lord Dashiell recommended a special commendation for Colonel Tobin due to his brilliant command of our armada in the skies above Onderon. Without him, Lord Dashiell said, the Republic attack would surely have done more damage. Tobin is one of ISIS's greatest heroes and deserves recognition. The Ithorian fleet has yet again pushed back estimates for when the beasts will be cleared from our streets. They claim that the blockade continues to hinder their progress. Not only has this posed a significant health risk, but there has been a rise of beast attacks in Iziz. 3 attacks happened last week. Disturbingly, there have been 2 additional beast attacks today. The frequency of the attacks has been growing. The Council of Lords session is running late today as General Vaklu rallies his supporters to pass his amendment giving the Council the power to manage diplomatic relations with the Republic instead of the Queen. Critics say that this amendment is a thinly veiled attempt by General Vaklu to secede from the Republic. A supermajority of lords are needed to pass it. Political experts say that Queen Talia still has enough lords that support her to easily quash Vaklu's latest efforts. In the Council of Lords today, with...
We're gonna have to find another source of cheap fuel now that Paragus is gone.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you? Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Isis. That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Isis is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city. Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders. A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal, and skin like ferrosteel plates. Somehow the Beast Riders figured out how to tame them years ago. About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the Beast Riders, Orin Kira. That was right at the start of the Beast Wars. By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace between our people. It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu has forbidden Drexel in Isis. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who know better than thugs. A Drexel... That's a long story. Sure you have the time? Most people don't care for an old soldier spinning a tale or two. Someone else who likes history, huh? All right. Isis was formed pretty much at the dawn of our civilization. It was born out of necessity. It protected us from the dangerous beasts that litter Onderon. This city is as old as our civilization. Most of our technology was invented to fortify these walls and protect us. For ages, our worst criminals were cast out of the city to an almost certain death. It wasn't completely certain, though. Some of the criminals figured out how to survive out there. They learned how to tame the native beasts. And it wasn't long before they turned their attention to Isis. Certainly, things are quiet right now. I have some time. What do you want to talk about? These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen Talia are having some disagreements. I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Ask around, though. There are plenty of people who'd like nothing more than to talk about it. Times are too complex for a simple soldier like myself. Sometimes I made the mistake of answering questions honestly. If you say anything bad about a superior officer, they call that disrespecting the rank. Do that too many times and it's not long before you're a civilian. The politics of the day is probably the most talked about subject in the city, and everyone wants to share their particular view of what's going on. Opinions are like Giska around here. They breed like mad. If you... Stay out of trouble.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. You came from the spaceport, right? You are? Wait, this is not so. You think to make a joke on Gagarin? But this is good news. You have a Starport Visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed. Pretend he isn't here. Large variety of weapons. My stock is very good. You might want to buy some before the general decides he needs more blasters. Then weapon merchants like myself have the honor of providing them to him at a substantial discount, even below what it costs us. We do it happily, or else.
Or else what, Keg?
Or else we are very unhappy at not being able to do our part. General Vaklu is concerned about well-armed insurgents. They've had to get arms from somewhere. Not from me, of course, but all sales of weapons have been severely restricted. I can only sell to off-worlders like you that have the proper clearance. And now off-worlders can't come here because of the blockade and searches, but it's a wise policy. Of course, soldiers are only doing their job. Even if it puts me out of business, I am happy. Even if I'm forced to live off scraps in the street, I am so happy to do my part. Long live General Vaklu! Oh, everything's great here. We're all very happy. So, very happy. Large... All right.
Unnecessary observation. You are eliminating many of us Jedi, but such actions only delay the inevitable. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia. Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. Its Jedi, whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us, have disbanded. Let's be the first world to take our future into our hands. Are you with me? Yes, you! It is up to each and every one of us to turn the tide, to take control of our future. Leave here, off-worlder. My words are meant for the sons and daughters of Onderon. Your type continues to plunder our world, and we have nothing to show for it. Be gone!
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier. But I'll keep my peace. For now. If I speak more right now, the soldiers will arrest me. Perhaps later.
These are dangerous times. People like Ponlar aren't making it any easier.
The rumor I've heard is that you don't fully agree with our Queen and her supporters. If you aren't adverse to Queen Talia stepping down, we could use your help. It would be quite worth your while. I am a strong supporter of General Vaklu. The Merchant Quarter is an important area, not only financially but strategically as well. It is one of the few districts that is directly connected to the Royal Palace. The Queen and her advisors are well aware of this and have ensured that the captains here are extremely loyal to her. This presents complications for Vaklu. If you could arrange for them to be removed from their command, you will be richly compensated. For each task you complete, I am prepared to pay you 2,500 credits. Plus you will earn the favor of some powerful people. We could make your job much easier here. You can't attack them directly. The entire city would be after you if you assaulted their checkpoints. You may have to be subtle and patient. They don't have to be killed, just removed from command. There's Galisi at the Starport. Riken commands from the turret tower, and Bastuco guards the entrance to the sky ramp. All loyal, and all need to be reassigned. He's the most junior of the captains. His superior, Captain Sulio, met with an accident. I believe you're familiar with that. Besides his strong loyalty to the Queen, I know next to nothing about him. He sometimes frequents the local cantina when he isn't at his post. He's been responsible for the Merchant Quarter for years. He's been chastised repetitively for his criticism of General Vaklu. His years of service won't protect him if he continues to subvert the chain of command. He has received several warnings. With a nudge, he just may get a dishonorable discharge. He's the most junior of... Besides his... A true veteran, years of honorable service. Completely dedicated to the Queen. Sadly, I think he's more on our side than the Queen's. But he's an old soldier that can't adapt to today's complex situation. Regardless of what the best interests of Onderon are, he won't swerve from executing the Queen's misguided decrees. Persuasion may be ineffective. Take this military security card. It can be used to slice into security terminals. Perhaps you will find solutions there. About what?
We should try to get General Vaklu to be on our side. He has a shrewd mind and is far more fit for command. Queen Talia is young and too idealistic. A veteran leader is what this planet needs, and would make a better ally. Vaklu is no fool. Even if we've had disagreements in the past, he'll recognize how advantageous an alliance could be between us.
heard the Paragus mining facility was completely...
I won't remain silent any longer. The Republic has actively attacked us. They attack our spaceships unprovoked. What next? An invasion? Perhaps they seek to conquer us. Will you stand idly by? Will you let them bomb our city? No! If Queen Talia is so removed that she won't do what the people so clearly want, then we must show her. With force!
That's it, Ponlar. We're taking you in. You've gone too far.
Brothers and sisters, let us rise up now and march to the palace. Our will cannot be denied.
That's right! Death to the Queen! Death to the rise! Grab arms! We will march!
Contributing to urban destabilization is a dangerous endeavor. Proceed with your plan, then.
You would fight with them? This is madness! We need reinforcements!
The Off-Worlder joins us! Let's fight these rats! The Royals must die!
Back again, Off-Worlder? I'm sure you have a Starport Visa. If I were you, I'd leave before too many more beast cages are stacked in the streets. Actually, I wasn't telling you about it before. Like I said, I was warned by command to keep my opinions to myself. Ask around, though.
Yes, tell them what you really think, Riken.
I don't think so. I know you'd like nothing better than getting me drummed out of the military, but I'm not gonna say a word. What I really mean? General Vaklu may be a war hero, but everything he's done since the war has been poison for us. And the Republic. There are rumors, always spoken quietly, that he has made alliances with dark powers. Things worse than the Freed and Nad movement from our past. I think...
That's enough! You may be the Queen's pawn, Riken, but you will not rail against a brilliant general like Vaklu.
Can't you see it? He's slick with words, but Vaklu's inner circle are responsible for dark deeds. Anyone that speaks out against him is labeled a rebel spy. You think the Republic needs a few hundred spies in ISIS? Most spies are picked up in raids and never heard from again. It's just wrong.
I will see you are relieved of your command for this. Your mouth just ended your career. No matter how distinguished your war record is, it is over.
I don't know how much more help I'll be. Won't be in the military too much longer.
Most impressive.
It's the Offworlder. Listen, let's keep this brief. I've probably lost my command already because of the conversation we had. I don't see how it could get worse. But the galaxy has a funny sense of humor about that.
You're back to visit me. 2 of the poor captains have lost their commands. Great shock, no doubt. Just 1 more left, and the Royalist captains will be no more. Here is the sum of credits we agreed upon.
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalitva. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Dahupa, bosa kurata, go jujuto yoke, hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune, kavadumba munsuru kupla liyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma.
Mogachi norta hirembe wanachi, kati mogo krabo, drum pabanakaras mangra, kalalavadumba kompaile mokata.
Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura. Tayaita, ta bosananansata.
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalitva. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Kavadumba munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura. Tayaita, ta bosananansata.
Fereki mangradu noko herete, jun sombo marampino su clela sobuto. Cristocho intissime soto.
Taracho mosincho cavavolpa muligi gumanarminta barawamba michedos. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura. Tayaita, ta bosananansata.
Ondalal no saka, drum pabanakaras mangra. Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalitva. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Variki, mangra, doccia, scrini do pat. Slime non quahiriti, criscorcia wintise mesoto. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura. Tayaita, ta bosananansata.
Dawancha mori konsova. Mawani dinchori kitsodu sobarenwa. Dorchine sobawata.
Unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura. Tayaita, ta bosananansata. Dahupa, bosa kurata, go jujuto yoke, hiata ya...
There has been a serious accident here. The sky ramp is closed to all personnel pending an investigation. Leave, now!
Rakichi sa Donasinto Norokipa Shakani Pinachara Graracha Ganopiso To Torando Kani Tarando Nosh Wiwana Hoto Rakichi sa Donasinto Norokipa Shakani Dakosha Nichotoro Punta Chakorzo Waman Gotashjuna Wananashani Visitisa Cholo Jumkarantaka Chonobograwe Tatiya Bahasan-chan, Honka Kili-kun.
A lot of credits to be made around here lately, if you have the right skills. Beasts are acting up again.
Security's gonna be tight after. Some of those alien thugs had a go at you, right? I don't want to cross you.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Your initiative is commendable. This situation presents an economic advantage to us. Will you allow me to assist? Leaving an economic asset vulnerable is a serious error, but it is a windfall to us.
Reinitializing complete. Greetings. Do you have any interest in my goods? That goes against my primary behavior programming. All items must be sold based on the most favorable market conditions. 1B8D cannot haggle. This is also a part of my primary behavior matrix. Market conditions all set to 0. All prices now set to base cost value. Do you have any interest in my goods? Greetings, Master. That goes again. 1B8D was built and programmed by Tolos the Trader. 1B8D was built to buy droid components for below base cost value and sell components based on most favorable market conditions. Do you have any interest in my goods? That goes again. Greetings, Matt. 1B8D sells droid components and droids. Currently, there are 0 droids in stock and a moderate selection of components. Greetings, Master. Certainly, 1B8D is programmed to answer many basic questions from prospective buyers. What do you want to know? Isis is the only city on the planet Onderon. All other information on this subject has been purged by Tolos to direct more power to primary functions. Sorry, my memory banks have no information on that subject. Please restate your question or ask another. Sorry, my memory banks have no information on that subject. Please restate. Certainly, one. Greetings. Isaac.
This is Dagon Gent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here. A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them.
He's certainly capable of it, and probably stupid enough to get caught. But we need him, suspicion of murder or not.
It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to. If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits.
Heard of any good finds? It's not much, but enough to live on.
You a writer? Last thing we need is more competition.
We som mogo dosi sheba dente school mostovi gite yavach, piktarisha, bram tabanin soju. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin, wana magrable mogo. Yatuka wan rika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lisba.
The bounty on this Jedi has been rescinded by the order of Goto. If you attempt to carry out this bounty, then the next bounty shall be placed on your head.
Bram tabanin soju. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin, wana magrable mogo. Yatuka wan rika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lisba.
Who wants to What's wrong?
Hard to keep the beasts in.
Go back to your This is our part of the merchant quarter. Watch your step.
Tonos Imaragith, Wanarap. Dawa Josimu Poendo Rakawa, Ichi Rendumo Parama Kawana Abawasi. You Kroren one Mapusiti Nolara. Bomababe want to susintu Mukarata. To Esrectonatada Bear Mabar Jokto. To Relibu Inturata Sisi Meborokra. In Wamagro, May Rangana Noluta. Boka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. In Wamagro, may rangana noluta. Tonoranga manakaran. Tonoranga. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. To esrectonatada. Febko emariam gawata situ insulara. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata.
You look like an off-worlder. My name's Galisi. I'm a checkpoint captain at the merchant quarter. If you're here for Juma juice, it's not that good. But at least it's cheap. I don't think Bith have the same sense of taste we do. Long day, as always. Sulio was captain of that checkpoint for years. I never knew why she came here every night until I got her job. She was murdered. I didn't want her job, but I got it now. The same as everyone. People are trying to blame that doctor, Dagon Gent. I don't think even Command believe he did it, but someone's got to take the blame. I almost think that investigators aren't really looking. Dagon's convenient, and they don't want to find the real murderer. We stand at the checkpoints all day long. It gets hot out there, and my feet are always killing me. But now I'm in charge, and everybody's problems are mine. So I have to deal with all the people begging to get out of the city. Every one of them's got a story. Let me tell you, there are a lot of sad stories out there. She was murdered. I didn't want her job, but I got it now. The same as everyone. People are trying, but Sulio was murdered. Maybe even assassinated. I might be a little paranoid. I have a wife and daughter to look after, and I feel like I'm a target now. I'm tempted to just grab my family and take the first shuttle out of here. I really am torn. There are some days where I think I'm a fool to stay. So the rumors are true. If you're working with who I think you are, I'll leave. Right now. Just don't hurt my family. I promise. I won't tell anyone. I'll be on the first shuttle out. I'll be going.
Malampro tarawanti casa samcha para guatasha con kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura tayaita tabosana chone mulera tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska tancha mungachinor ta imbre wanachike drumba bambwa kontichan munka Kavadumba kuswaka tayamugata. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamadura. Tayaita tabosananansata. Tong. Kavadumba munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura, tayaita tabosananansata. Muliwrawa iberendia tia Vishnu nunca se, utatigramat mandrakotu sa minaringkadin. Tawancha mor. Tu. Ta come tak playa justing miki gongo beaste. Kun grabi la kingo mulara kichi kuta grasa kisha. Chone mulera. Tonkinge bano jansaka nikara. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa.
What do you want? Not really, I just started here. I have to get back to work. Now, what do you order? I'll just...
Tanto todos, tu karanda. Mayroon ka na roto. Dosimana racha.
I overheard some soldiers talking about explosions on the sky.
There's got to be something you need. Something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal. Something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open Starport Visa. I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on. Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm going to say. Do you have a... Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do with it. You have an honest face. I will answer your question. I need to transport permacrete explosives for the exchange. They're going to use it to take care of some competition and some local authorities. Permanently. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable. I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One open Starport Visa. No visa, no crystal. Because we'll trade them simultaneously. And if you aren't satisfied with your payment, I'll let you switch it for something else. I don't want to cross a Jedi. It's a small universe. I don't really care about the trouble that's behind you or ahead of you. We have exactly one thing we can talk about. Starport visas. I had faith you'd get hold of one. I've always been good at spotting talent. I've got big plans for it. So what if they do? You'll have what you want. Don't be stupid. I'll pay you more than anybody. Or if you want those items, there's no way you'd get them from anywhere else.
Our prices are well above the market's average. Always sell high. Only if there are repercussions later. In matters of business, there is a low probability she will cause collateral problems.
So what do you want for it? A weapon, money, or the lightsaber crystal? Your pick. Here you go. If you aren't satisfied with it, just let me know. Are you satisfied with your payment for the visa? Are you You aren't? Done. Are you satisfied? You are done. Are you satisfied? You are done. Are you satisfied? Done. Are you satisfied? You are done.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. You're a Jedi, right? I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle. Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now. especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic? A pity. The Republic needs every capable person they can get. If you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse me.
Are you satisfied with your... The visa wasn't for me, but for an associate of mine. There are plenty of business opportunities left in ISIS. I plan to stay here for a while.
If you'll excuse me.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Pazak? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you? Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion. I'd much rather talk about something else. Focusing on the negative is no way for a gambler to live. Welcome back. We haven't played before, so you should know I don't pull any punches. Every game, I play to win. You prove your mettle, and I might throw in a bonus one of these rounds. But enough of my cautionary advice. Let's play. Finally, some worthy competition for a worthy pastime. I'm curious if you can do that again. Do you want another match? You want another game? You there at the end, but cards are fickle friends at best. Do you want another match? You know your cards. I'm certainly up for some more spirited competition, though. just had you there at the end. Do you want to know? Foul bit. Welcome back. I only got one more loss in me tonight. You... That's a shame. Do you want to... I only got one more loss in... That round you had the luck of a hairless... Do you want to...
Do you...
That's enough from me. The deck is not speak... I promised you some Pazak cards, and I always keep my word. Here you go.
I heard you held your own against Nico. You can't be the one that fought all those bounties. Go back to your ship, Off-Worlder. This is our part of the merchant quarter.
This room is reserved, Off-Worlder. I suggest you leave the room, Off-Worlder. I've got all the fans I need right here. So go space yourself. This room is if you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
Yeah.
This room is... I suggest you... This room... Huh.
Osman Funiwado. Dok ini kemarin Zuni Inash di John.
Krotono ranga manatan. Unchka wanasicho rana bamanga. Tanto todo. Krotono ranga manatandi goroto. Mopi. Insukre masukunda tungala. Merontono. Insukre masukunda tungala. Merontono junsara garoto. Minsukun rakawata. Poendo ratamana sobu. Kroton. Insukre masukunda tungala. Merontono junsara garot. Kroton oranga manatandi goroto. Mopi. Kroton oranga manatandi goroto. Kroton oranga manatandi goroto. Kroton oranga manatandi goroto. Mokpituna wana si chinsi wano. Nsukre masukunda tungala. Merontono junsara garoto. Nunchka wana sicho ranabang. Krotono. Chabi. Nsukre masukunda tu. Kroton.
Buonace ni sopa maranga do. Dorsha ni soba wata. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya. Kavadumpe masuraku pop. Kavadumpe masuraku. Sunaranga macho chane dota lutu. Padu krem so chichi. Kavadumpe masuraku popa dahupo botenya go yucho pich. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi bo. Dahupo botenya go yucho picha. Kavadumpe masura. Oronos marana potaga. Doveri nincha. Oronos doveri.
It's the Bazak shark. Foul business.
Tonorangam.
This room is reserved. I suggest you.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have him watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
There has been a serious accident.
It's the off-worlder. Listen, I don't see how. We certainly do. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the Starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Kent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble. No way. Stay.
You again? You don't need to see me if you want to.
So...
You're back to visit me. So all 3 captains have been removed from their posts. You're quite impressive. Here's the reward I promised. I will let my friends know of your able assistance. I'm certain we can return the favor at some point in the future. You've made a powerful ally, Jedi.
There has been a series...
As long as I can...
Hey, it's the Swoop. Security's gonna be tight afterward.
Have any work that needs to be done?
You need a rider.
Picking some of those alien... Go back to your ship off-worlder. We don't need your kind in ISIS.
There's something I can help you with?
Tonoran. Loka cap in Wamagro. Tonoran. Bomababe want to susinto karata. To astrictonatada bear. Fedko emariam gawatasitu in Loka kamaran endoso. Fedko emariam. Bom.
Tawancha mori. Chone murlera. Tonkinge ba no jansaka nikaraska. Tanch kavadumpa munsuru kupla liya. Kawana bota. Chone murlera. Kavadumpa munsuru.
Wait your turn. I have 3 customers ahead of you.
This room is... Huh.
She's a beast rider like me.
Are you satisfied with... I really can't be any help with that. That...
If you'll excuse me.
It's the Bazak Shark. Foul business, that is. She did? Oh no, by the four moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit, their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon, but the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
Know him? She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Sulio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
Ora nos marana. Dover.
KOTOR. Posso.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Onderon. Look in Wamagro.
Tawancha da hupa bossa kurata go jujutu yoki hunta chiwita Tawancha morichiwa mufal Ichawa te crossi wisho toda si
This room... That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. He might have even bought some.
Now, what did he order? I'll just guess.
Name unknown. I have many serving droid parts. The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits. Thank you for your business.
Kif and the Cantina can probably do something with this. We should head back.
Dahupa bo sakurata go jujutu yoki hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune kawana bota yunta tanga kinam.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
If you'll excuse me.
It's the Bazak Shark. Foul business, that is. If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the Offworlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Bazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other.
What he meant to say, Major, is that they were friends.
So these two were friends? A friend would never say such things to another friend. You expect me to believe...
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima the bartender can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. Well, there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime.
I've already given my report, Offworlder. He came from his office, like I said.
The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. That's not quite right. The recording doesn't show who did it, just the direction the shot came from, which is the opposite direction from Dagon's office.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Gent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Gent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. Great job, Nico. Without you, I'm pretty sure that the doctor would still be behind bars. And thanks for your legwork, Offworlder.
What were you trying to do, Offworlder? If I hadn't spoken up for Dagon, he'd still be in jail.
The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators. I'm not gonna say any more. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dagon Gent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.